tentative fighting game segues. Peter Rosas, Capcom.
How's it going?
Combofiend, my friend. Thank you very much, man. Great to have you on the show. Maxwell McGee.
Happy to be back. You know, maybe like lukewarm, mild kind of. All right.
I get to see you every day.
Yeah, whatever.
My friend Combofiend here, only once whenever we do things in Boston or whenever you've got a Street Fighter game to show off.
Yeah, there you go.
So thank you very much for coming on. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yes.
Coming. Hot at the gate.
Yes.
Can you please kick Maxwell's ass right now?
Is that we're just going into it?
Oh yeah, straight in.
Wow.
You gotta just tell us about what's coming up, what's new.
All right.
And kick his ass while you're doing it. That's what you paid for, right?
Yeah, I mean, the ass kicking is coming regardless.
Okay,
Yeah, I just assume at this point that there's going to be a considerable amount of ass kicking going on.
Yeah, like I thought that you wanted to segue into it.
Oh no, because don't worry, because we've got this fresh supply of asses to kick.
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
Keep them coming.
All right, yeah, there's plenty of time to show off everything.
So you guys are pretty close to getting this bad boy out now, right?
Yes, it's coming out early June, so we're definitely looking forward to getting this in the players' hands finally after so many months.
So for the folks who are not familiar with this version of Street Fighter 4, can you just give the elevator pitch of what exactly is in this game?
Elevator
which seems to be
pitch.
a bunch of different games in one.
Okay.
It's crammed in there.
Ultra Street Fighter 4, balanced by the community, for the community. 5 new characters for those guys who want something new and exciting. 6 new stages, just a lot of new battle mechanics going into it. It's pretty much Street Fighter 4 reinvented.
When you say balanced by the community, do you mean yourself? Because you, of course, have been a massive proponent of the Capcom Unity, the Street Fighter 4 community for a long time, and you've been with Capcom there for a year.
Yes.
Do you feel like this is kind of like you giving back to the community, or like representing the community?
Yeah, this is actually the first time that the fans have been heard. They get to finally play the character that they've always envisioned.
Yeah.
And I mean, ultimately it was me who went through all their changes to give them what they wanted to see. Because some people, they were like, just make my character a superhuman character. I just want to win without thinking.
OP Blanca.
We can't quite do that. But we definitely made the character strong enough so this time people can win to their heart's content.
Did you just murder Maxwell hard?
They just picked him up and ran the entire length of the stage.
Yeah.
And then murdered him. Yeah.
He did that to you while doing his job.
Well, I mean, this is my job to kick asses, right?
Like, to alienate and piss off games press, just one by one.
Peter, obviously some people may recognize a few of our fighters here from another recent Capcom fighting game that came out not too long ago.
Yeah, first they were in Final Fight, then they were in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they played so much differently than they do now. I mean, they had different strengths and weaknesses over there. Here, we tried to make sure that the characters had a more classic feel. So if you play Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 series, that's where Hugo was really, really fun to play with, right? So we tried to capture that essence. Poison and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, she was kind of a jack of all trades, but master of none. And this, we tried to actually make her a master of some stuff. And fairly decent in the other things.
Getting her butt kicked, or is that just Maxwell?
Oh, that's just the special sauce that I bring to the table.
All right, fair enough.
That's just the Maxwell touch.
I think Max is a squire of all trades.
We've got a few other new faces as well. We saw Hugo and Poison, but we've also got a few returning. Oh, you want to go straight to Decapre?
No, we could. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna
go for the decap attack.
Just to troll a little bit, I'm gonna go dig up where's Cam.
The Fighting Game community is in effect in the chat asking questions. If you have any questions, put them in the GameSpot comments or in the Twitch chat. Jimbo11235. I'm just going to throw these at you.
Just release the hound.
Why are hyper buffs dialed back and extra nerfs applied to the lower tier?
So
I'm saying these words. I'm
actually
not understanding.
Okay, so basically, what these people are talking about is that there's some buffs that went into these characters that actually accelerated them from the lowest of tiers to the highest.
Okay.
And
so characters such as?
I guess like Guile.
Okay.
So Guile, who's always been pretty decent, there were some changes that were granted to him that in the right hands would make him pretty much unbeatable.
Okay.
And that's a concern to us because we want to make sure that the game is indeed balanced and fun. So we actually had to look at that and maybe put in some new changes to address that. And of course, people were getting ready for these super characters and they were like, here it comes. I'm just going to be invincible, but that's not valid. So we had to minimize some of those buffs, those hyper buffs, as he said, and you know, give them some nerfs. And nobody wants to see nerfs, but you know, if I'm the bearer of bad news, then you know, I'll be it.
One of the, I guess, issues with fighting games a lot of the time is that often publishers are trying to placate the fighting game community, but then also sort of, I guess, make sure that there's enough mainstream recognition of it that they can like try and plug into people who might not play fighting games a lot.
Yes.
Is this the sort of the fighting game that's made purely for fighting game fans? Do you feel like this is not ignoring the mainstream, but do you think like you guys are very much have your eyes set on trying to make sure that fighting game fans are satisfied, and that anything else is kind of secondary?
We tried to appease to both, you know, so we added in the new characters because the casual guys, they wanted to see new characters, they wanted to see new stages, they wanted to see something new. They wanted to feel like, why should I come back to Street Fighter 4? And we tried to placate that with the new characters and such. With the hardcore players, you know, it was them that we reached out to for their feedback to give them the characters that they've always wanted to play. It's them who are going to notice the minor frame changes and property changes and things like that. But the casual player won't. So we're definitely not turning a blind eye to the casual player. You know, we're trying to give everybody a little something. But I can definitely say that hardcore guys are taking a little bit more into account just because this is the balance they've called for.
Right.
This is the reason we went back to create Ultra was to give them what they wanted.
If they've made this such a fair game, then Max, why do you suck so hard?
Oh, well, you know, the mysteries of my suckitude with Ultra Street Fighter 4.
I say this sitting over here without a controller, by the way.
Yeah, like, give it away. He tried to hand you the joystick. It's like hot potato. You try to hand the joystick. He's like,
yeah.
no, take it back.
No, definitely not.
Not for me.
We got our guys who can at least put up a fight.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Most of them are in the production booth right now. Do we have production cam up? No, we killed it apparently, so they can do their job not wearing any clothes like they used to.
Let's show a little bit of Rolento and Elena here, and then we'll jump to something a little more serious.
We'll get some of those jokers out after this game, maybe. See what happens. Some dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That is a familiar stage.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the newer additions to Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Another couple of questions coming in here. Odyssey413 getting super specific over here. Do you think Dalsim will have the 2-hit standing medium kick in the final build?
I'd say that they'd have to.
Because personally, I think you guys have to do that. Bullshit.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, he definitely needs that. It's one of the tools that are highly sought after. But I'd say you just have to wait until the final change list comes out.
Okay.
When the build gets into your hands, we'll see.
How amazing is it to be like responsible for like, you know, to sort of make gags and whatnot? The fighting game community is perhaps one of the like most passionate in terms of the genre. They're probably in gaming. Like first person tend to bite each other's heads off. Other genres, you know, sports is too big. So the fighting game community is this sort of unique thing inside of gaming. How awesome is it to be representing them for this franchise, and also how much pressure is it?
You know, it's really awesome to represent them because this is the first time their voice has really been heard. Anything development-wise, anything development-related within Capcom. But at the same time, it's really frustrating because, you know, players really want to win. That's all they're competitive, right? So fighting game players, they want to win. So, oh wow, okay.
Don't mind me. No, nothing going on here.
I love this. You're not even giving him a round. You're not even just gifting him one.
No, I have to show him what it's like to be a part of the fighting game scene, you know?
I'm sorry, I stepped on your answer there.
But yeah, basically, the players, as I said, they're like really passionate. They know what they want. And if they don't get it, then sometimes they do get a little angry. And I've had to deal with that for a little while. But it's okay, though. In the grand scheme of things, I'm just happy that...
Just let you get a little bite of that cherry and took it away again.
So close, yeah.
And now it's gone. Gone forever.
You tease.
Burn to ashes in your mouth.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right.
just left with the scent.
I think we need a new challenger. Can
Yeah, I
we
think we need to bring in the ringer, boys.
You got
Can we
Benito.
bring in the ringer, please?
Benito Gonzalez,
I'm done.
All right,
I'm
here
done.
we go.
Tagging
Here we
out.
go.
technical director for the lobby. He's usually in there flicking the switches, but
Oh yeah.
we need to give you some. So nobody's flicking a
He can
switch.
flick the joystick switches now. Now he's moving on
Exactly.
to joystick and button switches.
But we're going to have to stick on this one camera feed for the rest of the show because he's out here.
Okay.
All right, while you're suiting up, I'm going to ask you a couple of more quickfire questions from the community. Ero Buka is asking, are you guys taking notes from the Japanese release of USF4 in arcades?
Yes, we are seeing what the player feedback is. I mean, it is early impressions because the game just came out a few weeks ago.
Right.
But if we do, we're looking for anything that might particularly be overpowered.
Okay. And do you
taking
think
notes
that,
on that.
the changes you make will be rolled back into the arcade stuff then, or is that sort of fixed in place?
We're definitely going to, because they're going to have Decapre be put on their stuff, so we'll see a way to make them equal.
Cool. Drake the Elf 90, do you think this will come to next-gen consoles? What are you releasing on?
Currently, it's going to be released on Xbox and PlayStation 3, and that's in early June, a digital upgrade. And then the PC version, the disc retail version for both consoles will come out in August.
Something I noticed about this game real quick.
Go for it.
Because I play an outside 6
Yeah.
button, so like the button configuration in this is like,
Is this a lifesaver to you?
it is. Because I'm an outside 6 guy, so
Just speeds up the whole
I
process.
love it.
You've guys done, there's a bunch of extra stuff in that, like you can now accept online matches while you're in practice mode and stuff
Exactly. That was something highly sought after by fans. You know, they want to make sure that they keep their hands hot in between matches, and having them be able to go to practice mode and practice their combos while they wait for somebody to come and play them. That was something that was just, just makes their day. Because now there's no cooldown time, right? When they're searching between matches, sometimes they're just like, I want to try that new combo after they lose. They're like, all right, let me go back to practice mode and test something out.
I love how you're like comparing fighting gamers' hands to like tires on a NASCAR.
Yeah.
Like just make sure to just keep the temperature
hot.
nice and.
Oh no, you
Nice
have
and
to.
medium.
You have to keep your mind going. If you start, becoming complacent or something, then you're going to forget what it was you were going to apply.
You're gonna get out of that flow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you two to distract him.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah. But who are you, Benito?
Lots of questions.
He's
I'm
Guile.
You're Guile.
Yeah.
I heard
Okay.
I heard he's OP, so.
I'm gonna ask as many questions as possible. Really confusing ones.
Oh yeah.
That have nothing to do with Street Fighter.
This is a great opportunity for you guys to like in the chat to try to make up some real jargony questions and see if you can get Danny to say them.
Yeah.
See if he
I'm
can.
just chat on my side. Chat on my side.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
What is the capital of Turkey?
December?
Yeah. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen? Will frame data be available since so many changes are happening, whether online or a strategy guide? From Bum163.
Oh, from Bum. Okay. Yeah. Brady right now is working on a guide,
Okay.
so he should be on the lookout for that.
Will that be out for launch, do you think?
It should be.
Okay, cool.
When you were saying you guys are taking information from the arcades in Japan, is that telemetry data you're getting just like uploaded from the machines, or is that stuff that you're like on forums?
On forums,
It's
yeah,
that
it's-
community feedback.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because they're the ones who know what's really abusable and all that.
They'll
so-
easily find that stuff out.
Exactly. That's the stuff they look for. Because everybody wants to win, right?
Yep.
That's the point of a fighting game.
Find that exploit.
Oh, I'm sorry, back up, homie.
VSTV.com. Do you think the character select screen will be changed as well? Are flags coming back in?
Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be the case here. I think it'll look as you see it. Oh no! Back up.
Down in that corner. Come on, Benito. Gauze OP in this version. You got to do it.
Oh, he's gonna win. He's gonna do it.
Knocking on the door.
Back up.
Gonna take one.
Oh, so close.
Oh.
Nope.
Is it gonna
Come
happen?
on. One round for GameSpot.
Oh, he got it. He got one.
One round.
One round.
One small measure of dignity.
All right, now make a second round.
One more round.
Remember, Benito, you're playing for your job.
So Dan, you alluded to this earlier, but of course, Combofiend, you were at PAX East at our Demolish the Devs event, taking on all comers for about an hour long, and had some tough matches there. One of the more unorthodox ones being, of course, against Nintendo Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Do you recall that match?
Oh, completely. Yeah, I was just a little frightened, to be honest with you. I didn't know what was going on behind the mask. So.
You know, behind them, it's tough to tell behind the mask, but the focused competitor. Once the gloves came off, the paws, he still lost them.
Come on, Benito.
Still got him.
Please.
We even did the Nintendo Wolf thing.
Yeah, I was looking at the screen. I was like, oh, yeah.
Showing him some footage from another event.
I took a round.
Yeah,
You did
dude.
take a round.
You did
All
your
right, I think
job.
we need a new
Good
challenger.
work.
You did your job.
Is there a Julio Pack in the house?
Another one?
Back.
We got a Julio Pack out here. Pac-Man.
Running me through the gamut over here.
Yeah. Oh, this stream goes on for like 4 hours. Yeah. We're starting
whole
from the top
staff?
to the bottom. Eventually, I'll get to play.
Oh.
All right. Nice work.
All right, good stuff, good stuff.
All right. GG, Benito.
Here you go.
1 round. Look, he's happy. He's
got
like,
one.
yo, I did it. I did it. I didn't lose as hard
We're
as
proud of you,
Max
Benito.
did.
Do you need to set your buttons at all?
Man.
All right,
All right.
don't mess them all up.
More questions on Julio's getting this stuff together. Vulcan Hades, will the new feature allow us to upload our videos to YouTube? Will people be able to monetize videos uploaded this way? It's kind of a new thing in like every game now. People are asking, but obviously in fighting game with tournaments and whatnot, people wanted to share their exploits.
Yeah, I mean, if people are watching, I mean, if you make something from it, like, hey, look at you, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure that you get the word out and people actually watch your videos.
There's no internal tool within the game to allow people to do that or anything, is there?
No, they just upload whatever they want, you know, their matches.
Violent Buffalo. Violent Buffalo. Yeah. I don't know if that was a good choice, Julio.
Actually-
You shouldn't just listen to me yell and stuff at you.
No, that's good. It's fine. Oh no.
Nah, yeah, I don't want to do that.
I was waiting for you to pick first, but you know.
Quake Ulf asking, will T-Hawk have any tools against Blanca?
I think that he has plenty of tools now. He has a faster walk speed, faster specials. You know, it's really up to the player to make use of them, right? I mean, before it seemed really bad, but we tried to address that.
Mike Thalbane, is there any combo/juggle potential for Cody after normal Zonk FADC?
I don't believe there is.
Okay.
Currently.
I was hoping that was a made-up one.
Yeah, it could have been.
No, yeah, these questions that you're getting me are
Chris.
extremely technical.
What did FADC mean?
Focus, attack, dash, cancel.
Okay. See, this happens. I grew up playing Street Fighter against my brother who sucked.
Yeah.
So, never got into this high-level game.
He didn't challenge you to become a better player, Danny?
No, we used to play on the Amiga 600, which was not the optimal way to play Street Fighter, shall we say.
Let's just say that.
Oh no.
MN Phil asks, in regards to the arcade version, have there been any specific changes brought to your attention for being potentially too good?
For being potentially too good.
Yeah, anyone overpowered as far as the...
Right.
Is it hard to, like, presumably
close.
when these games
Got him
come out
close.
first, there are certain characters who seem to be OP, but then after a bit of time, folks realize that there are defensive measures against them.
Yeah, it's always the grapplers. So
Okay.
right now, in the Japanese arcade, I believe that T-Hawk is one of those problem characters.
Right.
But I think that, you know, people can fight him, they're just not aware of what he's doing, so they fall for a lot of stuff. Oh no, I'm being read like a book here.
Fake Flashfire asks, will DJ get any more major changes? It was reported that there might be one last major change.
They'll have to wait for any type of info on that one.
Combofiend does not
Not letting
comment
him
on
throw you
rumor or
against the fake
speculation.
wall of the arena. And then clap you. That's pretty brutal. Take everything Hugo
round of
does.
applause.
I thought
There it is. That's very
Alright.
thoughtful of you. Oh, he's too big.
It was nice working with you.